Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Yarn Core DIY. I'm Rhonda, and the theme of this week is going to be crocheting and crying because that's basically all I've been doing. Um, I told you guys last week that I had stuff going on with my dog, and that is going to be an ongoing thing, which just makes me randomly cry throughout the week, throughout the day. At any moment, I will start to think about something and then I will start crying. So if it looks like I've been crying, then it's because I have been a lot. Seriously dehydrated. So that's that. So the first thing I wanted to update you guys on is I said I wasn't going to start any new projects until 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 I finished all of my velvet yarn or I finished my Beetlejuice thing cardigan, and that was a lie because I started a new project. But that project is getting its own video, so I'm not going to talk too much about it here, but it is really fun and it's really chunky yarn and it's working up pretty quickly. It's this Loops and Threads Charisma and it works up really fast. It's an 8mm hook. It's really fun. Like I said, I'll give you more details on that in the video about that project, but I haven't finished it yet, so it's not out yet. As far as the scrunchies go, I did get really far and I only have 2 skeins left, and it is this red and my dark purple. Um, this whole bucket was full and I took them to my gym party. We had a grand opening at our gym and everybody was there for it. So I took this bucket with me and I was selling them and I was able to get rid of a lot. So that motivated me to finish the yarn. So I finished all of the Juicy Couture skeins. I just have not finished the Premier. I don't like working with it. So it takes me a little bit more effort to want to work with that. I don't like making it into scrunchies because they're just so much thicker. As you can see, like this is a lot thicker than this one. But a lot of people like my scrunchies, so it has motivated me to get a start on my Etsy. So I am going to start taking like product pictures, and I will have, my goal is to have my Etsy set up by the end of the month, before October at least. I'm counting August is already being done. I am making this a September goal, is to get my Etsy going. My schedule's changed a little bit, so it's going to give me the time to work on that. But like I said, this is all I have left. And I do have a friend who wants a velvet beanie for her child. So that'll wrap up some of this yarn and that will be good to go. And I will be done with that velvet yarn. At least my initial batch. If I end up making an Etsy and people want scrunchies, then obviously I'm going to have to buy more velvet yarn. But I'm going to try and buy it on a need to buy basis. So that's the plan for that. Something I did finish, and by finish I mean I've done everything but weave in the ends, and I've only got like 1 or 2 ends to weave in because I weaved in as I went, but it's done. Has the end. I was gonna do ridges like this on here, but it was an uneven number. I didn't feel like doing it, and I think this works out better because I can slide it up and down more conveniently on my arm because the arm is a little bit long. So some notes about this. I should have done the swatch test. I didn't. I hate doing swatch tests, but I miscalculated how much yarn I would need, and I ended up buying more when I didn't need to buy it. My stripes were supposed to be 1.5, but my tension changed throughout the project depending on how tired I was when I was working on it or what I was doing. So the stripe width isn't consistent. It looks consistent, but when you go to measure them, it's not consistent. So that threw off my total measurements in the end. So I ended up having to do an extra stripe on the side, which caused this really thick black stripe down the middle. when I wear it. But all in all, I'm really happy with how it came out. I like that I did the purple single crochets around before I did the green border, because it gives the like purple touch in it that you always see in Beetlejuice that seems to be forgotten a lot. And I also just really love purple, so I'm glad that I did that. I did the border all the way around. I just did a row of 5 and then back loop only single crochets, and I went all the way around. Like I said, here's the end that I need to weave in, but it is done. I'm still debating if I want to add the pockets and the slime pocket on it that it would go, just because like I said, I don't know how often I'm going to wear this. It's really heavy, and I might only end up wearing it to the event. If it gets colder here, I might wear it more often, but I think with it being so hot outside in Texas, I just cannot comprehend ever wearing this because it's so thick. But it does get colder, and I have it for when it is colder, so maybe I will end up wearing it more than I'm predicting. But right now it's just, I can't even imagine. But yeah, I'll show you guys what it looks like on. So this is what it looks like on. I still have to steam block it because, as you can see, the ridge is really roughly and kind of looks like a pirate jacket. But so far it is done. This is what I was talking about for the stripe being extra thick in the middle, but you can't see that because my arms are down. But I am ready for when the show happens, or in the words of Beetlejuice, it's showtime. But really, that is all I've been doing this past week. Just working on scrunchies, trying to get rid of that velvet yarn. I started that new project. I tried to start another new project. I just couldn't focus enough because it was something that required, I was going to make a tote bag, a tote to row bag. It just required a lot of counting and paying attention, and I just was not in the headspace for that. It was more of something that I didn't know what I wanted to work on, if I wanted to start something big or something I could do in 2 days. And I thought, oh, this is something that I can do like in a day and a half if I want to, if I'm really focused. And plot twist, I can't focus. So I just need things that are big and that I can't lose count on, and it's just moving quickly. And so that's what seems to be working for me right now. But I ended up taking that whole other project apart, and I'll do it in the future sometime soon. But right now, I'm just gonna work on that velvet yarn again, finish up this other cardigan that I'm working on, so then I can post that video and show you guys what it's gonna look like. And once that is done, I'm going to ship it to Seattle to somebody that the person that I'm making it for. So that'll be fun. But yeah, that's really it. There's really not a lot going on. Because all I can do is focus on my dog and focus on crocheting that stuff that I don't have to think about. So a lot of beanies and scrunchies incoming, because one, it's about to be the fall season. I can start making scrunchies and beanies, and I can work on some market bags. It's all like mindless stuff. And until the big cardigan is done, I don't want to start another big project. But if you guys have any project ideas or anything, let me know, because I just would like to keep making stuff. I need something else to do besides that. Doesn't, like, I don't need to do tapestry because tapestry right now requires too much focus. But I'm making big blankets. I went to Michael's and I looked at a bunch of yarn. But the thing with all that yarn is I see it and it's pretty and I have all these ideas. I just don't know exactly. I don't have an actual plan for it. So I haven't bought any. The anniversary cakes are huge and they look really cool, but I just couldn't justify spending $40 for something that's just going to sit on my floor for a while until I get shelves and stuff to store it. They have these little cupcakes that have the little pom pom to make the beanie, and those are really cool too. Like I said, there was a lot of stuff, but I just wasn't sure if I should buy it because I don't have a plan. But I think I want to knit a scarf, and they have this really like the Cairn spice cakes, which is a nice thick chunky yarn, and I have knitting needles for that already. So maybe that's something I can distract myself with because I feel like a chunky yarn is something good to learn with. But I don't know. We'll see. Um, the main point is I made a plan last week to finish the Beetlejuice thing. I did that. I made a plan to get rid of as many velvet scrunchy skeins as I could, and I'm almost done with that. Only have the two really big ones left. And now I can just focus on my other thing. And once that's done, I'll have the video for that out and I will show you guys before I send it away. So, made the plan, focused on it, cried, focused on the plan, cried, focused on the plan. That's why this week is crocheting and crying. And that's probably going to continue for a while, to be honest. But I'm sure once I get past all of this, I will have more ideas coming through. But anyways, thank you for watching. Like I said, my name is Rhonda. This is Yarncore DIY. If you guys have any mindless project ideas, please leave them in the comments. If you have any ideas to use the spice cakes, the anniversary cakes, the cloud cakes on, any patterns that are your favorites for those, let me know and I'll go out and buy some and make them. And if you guys have any recommendations for homemade dog treats, also put those in the comments because that is something that I am thinking about doing and making a video for. Just because I've never made them. Like I've always just like bought homemade ones, but I want to make some for my dog for his upcoming birthday. So send me recipes if you have them. Send me YouTube video recommendations if you have them, and like and subscribe if you haven't already. But that's it for this week. Sorry the video is kind of short. There's not a lot going on up here. So yeah, that's it. See you next week.